If you're looking for a GPS guided walking itinerary that will take you past many of Rome's sites, and you like Roman street food, I think you're going to love this video. I've got lots to share with you. Let's get started. Using an app Komoot, I have created a great itinerary. It includes most of Rome's major sites, and along the way, I'm going to show you some of my favorite street food, gelato, pizza, supli, all kinds of fun food to eat along the way, and great sights to see in Rome. In all, it's about 4 miles or about 7 kilometers. So it'll take you 5 or 6 hours, especially if you're going to stop and eat and really enjoy the sights. It's very leisurely. This itinerary starts and ends in Piazza Navona. It's one of my favorite itineraries. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We start here at Piazza Navona. You're staying here in the area, just make your way to Piazza Navona. And from Piazza Navona, we're going to walk just south, just a little bit, maybe 5-minute walk to an area called Campo dei Fiori, right down here. Now at Campo dei Fiori, there's a couple of things while we're there. There's a place right here in the corner, right down here, called Forno. A forno means oven in Italian, and in there they make some of the greatest pastries. But right across, there's also, this is part of the Forno, a little shop here. If you're there in the afternoon, depending on when you're there, they sell terrific sandwiches, some of the best sandwiches in all of Rome. They range between 4 and 6 euros. They are freshly made on a pizza bianca that they make, that they specialize in here at this Forno. It's known for a lot of things, but the pizza bianca is spectacular. And there they take it, they slice it open, fill it with a few different ingredients. There's no mayonnaise or mustard or anything like that, just fresh ingredients. Pizza bianca and a few simple ingredients make a great sandwich. I'm just finishing this panino, this pizza sandwich. So good. From Campo dei Fiori, let's back out here a little bit. The GPS will be guiding you, so you don't have to memorize any of this, but the GPS will take you right through this real interesting underpass, and then over to another Forno right down here called Roscioli. When you're in Roscioli, it's a fantastic Forno. It's actually more impressive than the other one as far as appearances, but they make a thing called sfogliatella that is incredible. I really recommend you give that a try. We love it. Every time we're in the area, we stop by and grab some sfogliatella. It originated in Naples, but they make it great right here at Roscioli. Shouldn't be missed.
My new favorite pastry is a sfogliatella. They're from Naples, and I love them because it's super crispy on the outside, and then it's got gooey ricotta with bits of orange rind on the inside. Super tasty.
So from Roscioli, next it's going to take us right down here. It's a real easy way, just a short 3-4 minute walk to another square called, this here is called Largo Argentina. And while you're at Largo Argentina, there is one of my favorite, this is my favorite taglio style pizza in all of Rome. It's fantastic. It's kind of a hole in the wall right here. Pizza Florida is kind of a hole in the wall pizza place, but let me tell you, that pizza there is fantastic. All the pizzas there are great. I've been there a dozen times or so before trying a piece of pizza called the carbonara, and I finally did try it. It was incredible. One of my favorite slices of pizza I've ever had, so be sure to give that a try. But just about anything in there, everything that I've tried is fantastic. You can't go wrong. There is no there's a bench out front, and there's maybe a small table inside. The best thing to do is just get your pizza, walk across the street, and check out this monument here of Largo Argentina. When you're done eating pizza and enjoying this square there, it's time to head over to the Turtle Fountain, which is basically right behind here. You can just walk right back here. Let's see if I can find it here. It's right here. So the GPS is going to take you there. But this is the Turtle Fountain. real cool little square there, a cool fountain, one of my favorite in all of Rome. There's also a little chocolate shop right here, a little bar here if you want to get a coffee or something. Go enjoy that. And then we're going to walk into the Jewish ghetto. As you walk down this narrow road heading into the Jewish ghetto, you're going to notice some golden cobblestones right in front of the doors. During World War II, the Gestapo came in here, rounded up all the Jews, and took them to Auschwitz. And those that lost their lives, which is almost all of them, there are cobblestones in front of the doors commemorating the lives of, those people. And kind of a sad story, but also inspirational. And then you're going to head out into the Jewish ghetto, which is right here. And the GPS is going to take you to one of my favorite little pastries. It's a Jewish pastry right here. It has no name on it. That's where I recommend you get Jewish pizza. Here's the Jewish pizza. It doesn't look like pizza maybe. And inside, so good when you bite into it. It's not pizza like Italian pizza. It's more like a pastry than a pizza, but it is more savory than it is sweet. A lot of nuts and fruit. It's original to the area, so definitely get some Jewish pizza if the line's not too long. And usually you can tell this store just because there's a huge line out front. This line you see is for the Jewish bakery. Everybody wants the Jewish pizza. Once we're done enjoying our Jewish pizza or grabbing lunch here along the via here in the Jewish ghetto, we're going to walk through some of Rome's most interesting ruins, in my opinion. I'm interrupting this video briefly to tell you about our new Rome travel guide. Our travel guide has over 10 hours of videos to help you plan and have a great time in Rome. Also included is a 70+ page PDF that you can download, and there are GPS maps. This is my favorite part. We get to share with you many of Rome's sites, but not just that, many of our favorite restaurants, our favorite gelaterias, and so much more. The guide is less than $20 when using our discount code. I'm going to put the discount code in the description of this video. Take a look at it. It's a great way to help us out as we help you have a great time in Rome. You walk right through this path and you're going to end up out here right in front of Theater Marcello. Kind of looks like the Colosseum. It was built around, I think 5 BC, something like that. Very old. It's a theater that housed over, 15,000 people. And they didn't have TVs back in the day, but they did know how to do theater, and that was one of their major theaters in Rome at the time. Now we're going to make our way right up this road, just a short walk. We're going to head up to a piazza that was designed by Michelangelo. See this ramp here? Kind of an interesting ramp. You walk right up this ramp. And this is called the Compidoglio. It's a square that was designed by Michelangelo. To the right is the Capitol Museum, very impressive museum. While we're here at this Compidoglio, there are a couple of lookouts where you can go to. You just walk under this overpass or underpass here. And again, it's on the GPS. It'll take you to this overlook where you can get a really good view of the Roman Forum. Then the GPS is going to take you back out, and it's going to take you down here. Let's show you here another side, another view of the Roman Forum from here. And it's going to work your way down to Via of the Imperial Forum, which is right here. This via here is limited to taxis and buses, so there's minimal cars on the road, but you can work your way down towards the Colosseum. It's really majestic because as you walk down, you've got the Roman Forum on both sides. Lots of things to take a look at along the way, so don't rush, just kind of absorb all the things that there are. There are street performers. Never see you looking too lovely as we do tonight. There's all kinds of interesting sights. And we're going to make our way all the way down here to, lots of things are under construction because they are building a new metro, but you're going to make your way down here to the Colosseum. On this itinerary, we don't have time to go into the Colosseum, but when we're leaving, we're going to head towards It's just a short walk right up this road here. The GPS will take you there. And there's a church right here called San Pietro in Vincolo. And what's interesting about this church is there is a statue there called the Moses that was completed or built or created by Michelangelo. Once we're done visiting the Moses and taking a look at that statue, we're gonna head right down here. The GPS will take you down this road. And there's a really nice gelateria right on the corner right here called Gelateria di Santa Maria Maggiore. I suggest you go in there and grab a gelato depending on the time of day. You may want to do that. The gelato is fantastic. And from there, we're going to head to La Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore. The Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore is one of the major papal basilicas in Rome. There are 4 of them. And 2025 is year of the Jubilee, so be sure to visit that anytime. But in 2025, you're in for a real treat. The holy doors will be open, ready for you to walk through. And there's some significance to that. You can learn more about that in another video. It's definitely one of my favorite churches in all of Rome. Once we're done, we're going to head to, let's back out here a little bit. There's a little park here called Piazza Vittorio Emanuele, and there is a metro station right there. It's the B line. We're going to hop on the B line. One stop heading towards the train station, and at Termini train station, we're going to hop on the A line heading to the Spanish Steps. So now we're at the Spanish Steps. The metro station's right down this alleyway. So when you come out of the metro, you're just gonna come out. You're gonna basically be at the Spanish Steps. I recommend you walk up the Spanish Steps to the very top. There's a really cool lookout. You can kind of get a elevated view over Via Condotti and over a lot of Rome. You can see the Vatican from up here. Kind of a pretty place to go get a view of Rome. As we leave the Spanish Steps, we're gonna make our way over to Trevi Fountain, which isn't too far. It's right this way. The GPS will take you there. And Trevi Fountain, right down here. Let's take a look. So as you leave the Trevi Fountain area, you're going to walk just a little bit away. The GPS will take you right by here. It's going to take you by a place called Pane e Salame. I think it's right around here. It's just a block or 2 away from the Trevi Fountain. And there you can grab a great charcuterie style, plate of meats and cheeses. It's wonderful. If the line's not too long, I really recommend you do that. It was fantastic. But even if the line is long, you can go in there and get a sandwich to go. They have really great sandwiches. And from there, if you want, there may not be any seating, but look from right here, you just walk straight up this road, and right in this square here, it's not on the GPS, but right in this square, there are lots of benches to sit down and enjoy a sandwich or whatever you end up buying from there. Just a great place to kind of just hang out and relax a little bit, because we know that in Rome, there's not a lot of benches, and this is one of the few squares that there are actually an abundance of benches. So after we leave that, we're going to make our way towards another really interesting place, a fun place to eat and a fun place to see. There's a sandwich shop called L'Antico Vinaio. It's right back here in this square, and the GPS will take you right there. Now, this sandwich shop originated in Florence. It makes great sandwiches. For me, they're a little bit over the top, a lot too big, too many different ingredients, but many people love them. So I'm not gonna critique them too much, because it is neat. The only problem is you may have to wait like a half an hour just to get a sandwich here. But if you do get a sandwich, the great thing is you can get the sandwich from here and just walk out here, and at the fountain right in front of the Pantheon, you can kind of sit down on this fountain. There's lots of seating at this fountain to enjoy the sandwich, absorb the atmosphere, and just have a really nice, relaxing lunch right there in front of the Pantheon. from there, it's just a short walk back into Piazza Navona, less than 3 or 4 minute walk, 300 meters, and we're back up at the Piazza Navona. But what I recommend, the day's not over just yet. There's a road out here. Let me show you. Right here, there are 2 places I'm going to recommend for dessert. It could be the end of the afternoon, the end of the evening, depending when you start this, but there's a place called Two Sizes that makes great tiramisu. It's right around here. The GPS will take you there. And then there's another place right around here that is called Frigidarium. It's great gelato, one of my favorite gelaterias in all of Rome. Again, if you got the appetite for it, I recommend you go grab the gelato or the tiramisu and then head back out into the square here, sit down somewhere and just enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the food. If you have the opportunity to take this itinerary, I think you're going to love it. Takes you past lots of sites as you saw, lots of great food along the way, and there's lots of things to be discovered that I didn't even mention. So it's just a great day in Rome. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you enjoy videos about Rome. Our videos are all about Rome and about how to help you make the most of your next visit to Rome.